Hi, Gayle O'Meara Nielsen here from 0 Point Hypnosis. And I'm here today to just do a brief video on tapping, emotional freedom technique. And this is how I teach clients to do the tapping, the emotional freedom technique. It's called the basic recipe. And what I'm going to do today is I'm doing this specifically for one of my clients, Chris, who is now a non-smoker. But sometimes life happens, stresses occur, and when we've left a habit behind, sometimes those old habits still can come back. So if a craving for having a cigarette happens to come up, or if there's a little bit of anxiety or nervousness or anything like that, tapping, emotional freedom technique, can be a very effective way at nipping it right away and getting rid of that craving and helping you just go into that new freedom that you have found of being a non-smoker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through something called the basic recipe. And this is what Gary Craig, the original founder of EFT, came up with for a protocol. It works wonderfully. Now, there are many other protocols out there for using EFT, but what I'm going to show you right now is just the basic recipe, so to speak, that you can follow along with. And if you're a smoker, feel free to follow along with me here on the video and get rid of all those cravings that you might have. So the way that it begins is you need to be very specific about what's bothering you. So if it's a craving that you have for a cigarette, you can create a phrase that says, even though I really have a craving for a cigarette right now, I deeply love and accept myself. Okay, that's going to be the setup phrase that we're going to use today. So also, in addition to that, what you want to do is come up with a number on a scale of 0 to 10. Those are subjective units of distress, is what that's called, is with 10 being the most intense craving that you've ever had for a cigarette, and 0 being you have none at all. So right now, to start with, evaluate what is your number to start with. All right. And if it's a craving for a cigarette, great. If it's not really a craving for a cigarette, but if it's a little bit of nervousness, if it's anxiety you're experiencing, use that instead. Let's use the setup phrase for even though I'm experiencing some nervousness or some anxiety right now, I deeply love and accept myself. All right, are you ready to start? So I'm going to take these two fingers, I'm going to tap along the karate chop point on my hand, and I'm going to say, even though I have this craving for a cigarette right now, I deeply love and accept myself. Okay, and I'm going to say that 2 more times for a total of 3 times. Even though I have a craving for a cigarette right now, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have a craving for a cigarette right now, I deeply love and accept myself. Okay. Next, we're going to tap on certain points of the body, acupressure, acupuncture meridians, that can relieve that for us. So same 2 fingers I'm going to use, and I'm going to tap firmly about 5 to 7 times on each of the points. Not so hard that you hurt yourself, but hard enough so that you're actually doing something, okay? So that you're actually stimulating that acupressure point. The first place is right here where the eyebrow begins. You can use your right hand, your left hand, and you can tap on either side of the face. Makes no difference at all. And as I tap, I'm going to say a reminder phrase, this craving. Second point right here, still touching the bony orbital socket of the eye, this craving. Here on the bony part under the eye, this craving. This craving. This craving for a cigarette. Right here, right above your collarbone, this craving for a cigarette. And about 4 inches down from your armpit, my craving for a cigarette. And the crown of the head, this craving. Now you've accomplished 1 round of the tapping. So next, you want to evaluate on that scale of 0 to 10. Where is your craving for a cigarette now? If it's gone down, great. If it's gone down to 0, even better. Sometimes it will. Sometimes 1 round is all it takes. However, sometimes there's not. And if you still have any kind of a number on that scale of 0 to 10, all you need to do is do another round of tapping. So you just come back to here, this craving I still have, this craving, this craving, this craving. And you can change the words up. This craving, I can let it go now because I deeply love and accept myself. Okay, now that's another round of tapping. Evaluate again. Where are you on that scale of 0 to 10? If you're at a 0, wonderful. Then you don't have a craving for a cigarette anymore. Make sure that it's gone. If it's not gone yet, if it's going down very slowly, what you might want to consider is, have you had enough water to drink today? Are you hydrated? The second thing you might want to consider is, where are you in relationship to electromagnetic frequencies? You know, you don't know, they're in the air around us all the time. So what you might want to do is just change your location. Go to a different corner of the room or go to a different room of the building that you're in and do the tapping again and see if that makes a difference. If you still have a little bit of that left, here's another piece that I like to add in because I find that it is so much more effective. And this is called the 9 gamut process. And the way that you would add that in is you find this channel right between your pinky finger and your ring finger. And those 2 fingers that we've been tapping with, that fits really nicely right into that channel. And then you're going to tap right on that spot. And while you're tapping, just follow my instructions. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Keep your head still and look down with your eyes, down hard to the right. And then look down hard to the left. Here's the fun part. Roll your eyes clockwise and then roll them counterclockwise. Now hum a couple bars of a song, just like 5 seconds worth. It can be any song at all, but humming, not singing. And now count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a couple more bars of the song. That's the 9 gamut process. And then I like to follow up with another round of tapping. The rest of this craving. Letting go of the rest of this craving now. Letting that craving go. Let it go now. That craving I had, I let it go now. And I experience the freedom of being a non-smoker because I deeply love and accept myself. That's it. Easy, simple. I encourage you, tap along with me, be smoke-free. Find that joy and that relaxation in your life, that freedom that you deserve. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel here. And if you find this video useful, please hit the like button. And stay tuned for more videos from Gayle O'Meara Nielsen at 0 Point Hypnosis. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.